Zeos, when do I know if you've jumped the shark? When Zeo starts reviewing wireless gaming headsets. Hello everyone, welcome to Z Reviews. I'm the guy with the waifus and the knowledge. Well, at least the experience, all right? So, looking at my wall of almost no regrets. Almost, you know what? I look at my wall and I have no regrets. Then again, everything up there is a write-off. Wireless gaming headsets. You've already stopped watching. See us? I don't give a shit about that. I'm an audiophile. I'm gonna fuck off until you do something that's really good sounding. Well, yeah, okay, you could, but you're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss it. You're missing these. Now, I was told to buy these by another reviewer, or at least another person who's interested in audio, and JDM What was like, you gotta try these, you gotta try these, you gotta try these. But you can't try them with the stock pads. You gotta try them either with the 1540 pads, you gotta try them with the cooling gel, brainwaves pads, and you could, oh my god. He was real excited. Which is why I didn't touch them for like 10 months. When people are way overexcited, I need them to calm down so that I could then process it whenever I find the perfect wallpaper. Black and red with wings, cloud flights, perfect wallpaper. When I say wireless, I don't mean Bluetooth either. Bluetooth indicates it uses Bluetooth standard. It uses either aptX or aptX low latency. This, along with some other wireless headphones, which I'll be getting to, Cooler Masters, Audio Technicas, uses a proprietary wireless, which I don't know what it is. And I hope it isn't giving me some sort of irradiation, because the delay from this to this is nothing. And that's important when you're gaming, because if gunshot comes from there, you had best know about it before your monitor has a chance to refresh and show the flash. Audio should be faster than video. Or it should be the same, obviously, in a perfect world. But in games, usually audio is faster than visual. So when you go wireless, it's like, oh, that's a risk. Well, not really. Not 2020, it ain't. Speaking of 2020, we're going to talk about the back of the box. We'll get to it. So I've been testing with music. I've played a game or two. I'm not a huge fucking heavy-duty gamer. As you can see, my arms are devoid of tattoos. There's nothing, like, I'm sure someone watching this right now has got a Counter-Strike tattoo. 1.6 for life. Just that's what it says. Let's look at these from a perspective of audio. Takstar. Remember them? Remember here of Takstar? Takstar started this journey. When I started doing headphone reviews, there was a set of Takstars. They looked remarkably like this set of HyperX. And what are you, the Cloud 2s? These are the Cloud Flights. Those are the Cloud 2s. I think they were just called the HyperX Clouds back in the Dizzy. And what happened was, and I should have the tab open, but Takstar made the Pro 80s. And the Pro 80s were a decent sounding, like, they were a full closeback, just headphone. And they were like cheap, 80 bucks. And I gave those a review and they were pretty good. And then HyperX went, mine now. They bought however many they needed to from Takstar, whoever the fucking manufacturer before Takstar is. They slapped black and red and black and red and black and red and black and red all over it. And they sold it as a gaming headset. They put a microphone on it. And that was the most legit thing a company could do. Because I listened to some gaming headsets that sounded like absolute garbage. And the only way to not have an absolute garbage headset is to not build a headset at all. It's to take a set of headphones, which the world is full of nice, beautiful headphones and speakers and things that are actually exist and have a good reputation already, and then slap a coat of paint in it and sell it for $20 more. And that was perfectly fine, because even at $20 more, it looked better. It had a microphone. It came with a carry case. They did things. So that was a perfect system. Fast forward to Cooler Master. Cooler Master took a Takstar Pro 82 and did that with the Cooler Master MH751s. And again, it was like, you know what's a great set of headphones? The Takstar Pro 82s. Yoink. And Cooler Master did that. I have 3 Cooler Master headphones over there. Audio Technica here. We're going to find out if all these companies have maintained. Because here's the thing about wireless. There are very, very few quality wireless headphones that are not Bluetooth. And you don't really need a wireless headphone to start with. You can take a Pro 82, yank it apart, shove wireless stuff in it, and close it. It would sound pretty much as good. But these, with the way they fold and the way that the wire is exposed here, I think these are a fully HyperX designed built thing. I don't know if they've tuned it themselves. If they have, then HyperX and gaming companies have come a long way. Because I legitimately, in this time of needing to stay the fuck home, will recommend you buy these for even just music. Movies, TV shows. Do you want to talk on your favorite voice applications? If you've not seen, linked in the description of this video, I did a rant, like a quarantine rant, like a life tips, life hacks / quarantine rant. And one of my things was to open communication with the outside world. Have a way for people to just step into a Discord or a Skype call and just talk to you. And that would work amazingly with these headphones, considering that they can support Raid Call, Mumble, TeamSpeak, Discord, Skype, and fucking Ventrilo, which is my voice app of choice, by the way. The Ventrilo I use is 12 years old. Fuck you, GSM is the best. Anyway, so that being said, these are one of the most dirt simple pairs of wireless headphones ever. You plug the USB stick in. Windows 10 recognizes it immediately. It comes up as a sound device. I usually always go into Windows and tell it to disable all special properties. Like there's a setting. I'm just going to go to it. Where are you? Yeah, I know you're muted. Open volume mix. Oh, no, you don't open volume mix. So then you can click that, and then it's going to bring up, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, yes. Under enhancements, there's a disable all enhancements checkbox and like 4 different things. Even if none of those are checked, always check disable all enhancements. I've A/B'd this. You could just listen to music and then click that and hit OK. And it's like, oh my God. Because even though there's only 4 things listed there and they're unchecked, there's other hidden ones that Windows already fucks with. So disabling all enhancement helps. And then 1648, it's not like crazy high-end, you know. Here's the thing. The volume, which I don't know why it's muted. The Windows volume is what the headphones control. I should probably talk about how the headphones are built and how they control. So they're gaming headphone looking headphones. This side, they have either pulsing. Right now it's on breathing, or I can hit this button and it'll be off, and I can hit this button and then it'll be permanently on LEDs. So let's go to that one there. It's off because Zeos just, you know, we need to step away from the gaming aspect, because I want you to understand how good these are for literally just music or voice communications, how good they sound. Now, these are not like, oh, quick sell everything else you got. You can get Civica 006s or these, and you're never going to go wireless. Just get the Civica 006s. I just saved you a bunch of money. These are only like $140. So it's not like they're like shoveling in like, oh man, gaming extreme, you got it $250. 140s for a good closeback? A good closeback costs anywhere from 80 to 120. This is 130 or 140, whatever it is. Shut off the lights if you want. This side, the left side, this whole thing is a push button to mute the microphone, which probably is important to some people. The right side is nothing. On the bottom, the right side has the volume wheel, which doesn't have any other function than volume. It doesn't push in, it doesn't slide. It just controls your Windows volume. And you put it up, and 100 is loud. Loud enough. Like I like listen about 80. And it's a giant wheel. It's a giant button. Like I'm gonna be talking about the ergonomics of like that one and the Cooler Masters. And this is just a huge ass, very easy to spin wheel. The big clicks, it goes click, click, click. And it's in a natural position. You always feel for that wheel there. I didn't even have to look for it. Just like, I want to lower this. There it is. That is a way better system than the fucking Bose 700 $450 active noise canceling headphones with the where you get the split and you have to just finger the side there. No, just a giant wheel. A giant, and you can go real fast or real slow. You can be real accurate. And that's the end of the right-hand side. The left-hand side, way more stuff here. Get ready for pencils and pens, boys. You get your microphone hookup, which is a keyed 3.5 millimeter. We'll plug that in for the time being. It's actually quite quality. Like the metal here is wrapped. There's no foam over this. I don't think it came with any. And you can definitely tell which way is forward and which way is backwards. A little bit of a spit guard on it. Stays in place. USB charging cable. Unfortunately, not USB-C, USB micro. There's your auxiliary input, which this terrible, and I will link in the description, a better auxiliary cable. So help me God. I mean, I haven't tried to straighten this out, but even then, like, I don't get it. If you're gonna just go the extra mile, companies, like, look, a USB cable to charge it, maybe that could be janky because you're gonna have it plugged in on your desk. If you're expected to use this and have it actually actively be engaged with the human persona, stop. It is nicely built, like the actual ends. This is all rubber. This whole thing is a strain relief. It's beautiful. It's beautiful for about that long, and then that first jank starts, and then it's just stop. So basically, you plug in a mic, you plug in for power, and you can power them while using them. I don't believe this set will work as a DAC. I don't believe. Where if you plug it in, I know those will. So that's a whole other fucking can of beans and worms, and actually that would be disgusting. It's a whole other can of creamed corn. And then the power button, which is just a power button. It's a button, it's round, and it says power. There's no power indicator on it. I kind of wish there was, but then again, you wouldn't be able to see it. So you have to use these as the power indicator. If I plug in, here, hold on. Let's put the volume back up a little bit. We still playing the same song? Yeah. If I plug this in right this second, same song's playing because I'm playing the same tracks. So now, instead of it using its built-in onboard amplification through wireless, I can now assess these headphones with no power. They actually turn off once you plug that 3.5mm in. And through a 789, through a Geshelli Labs Enoch 2, I can judge the difference. Hold on. Raising the volume on this so I don't blow it up. Now, if I unplug this, the headphones stay off. The on procedures hold. On. Connected. They actually sound better wireless. We'll talk about why. Let me lower this. And for those of you who've never heard of the term DSP, welcome to DSP's 101. DSP means digital signal processing. You see, when I plug this headset into the 789, there is no DSP. It's a quality DAC. It's perfect linear amplification with 6 watts a channel, so it's great. FLAC getting pushed to that, getting pushed to this, and comes into the headphones. So why would that be beaten? Why would she be beaten by a little Wi-Fi, by a little, I'm assuming Wi-Fi-ish dongle? Why? Why? What, how? How, Zeos? How does that even happen? Well, because since this is a self-powered pair, so even though the amplifier in this is not a 789, it's not clean, it's not a Panda, when it sends sound to this, knowing that the DSP is tuned by the company, and it says, all right, here's what we know. We know that the bass is going to be a little light. So I'll tell you what, when we're running the digital thing into the amplifier, just sweeten it up a little bit. Oh, and then fix this phase disalignment. And the rolling standing waves, and crop this bit because that's too sibilant. And they could do all sorts of magical shit to the inside of this. It's what made the AirPod Pros so good. AirPod Pros without DSP correction are probably a mediocre as fuck sounding item. But as soon as you can have the sort of abilities that a DSP offers, where you could literally wear a headphone and sit there on a keyboard adjusting settings until it sounds great, or put it on obviously a recording rig, something that measures it, and just keep adjusting and adjusting and tuning, and then eventually it's like, all right, that's perfectly flat. Now put it on your head. All right, definitely needs more bass, more of this, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to make it so that this particular frequency range is delayed slightly to give it a larger soundstage. So when I compare 789 to the built-in internal amplifiers, these are a more impressive set of headphones. They just are. That's weird as fuck. It's weird. It's weird because this is like I test $2,000 headphones here all day with this setup, and the fact that this sounds better when I'm not doing that is like maybe I DSP everything. Oh shit. The range is ridiculous. The range is like 40 feet straight. Like, I don't even know if you know what? I don't know if I've ever actually gone out of the range of this. Are we running? Hold on. Where's my volume canoob? Let's put those on so I can see. I'm just gonna take a walk. I mean, how about in here? Oh, they blinked out. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, I mean, as long as you're not in your storage room, as long as you're not in your, some things, in your storage room, that'll work. And it didn't even like get bad. It just was perfect, closed the metal door behind me, off. You put this on a USB extension cord, and I will link one in the description, and sort of keep it like, instead of it being attached to your computer, you just sort of run that lead to a door frame or someplace up. You get 50, 60 feet straight. Kill him. Lower, 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 lower. If I had to describe the sound, it's like an aggressive, fun. Like, they're definitely a gaming headset. You could tell this is, as much as they probably are, let's see what they actually say. It's half in French. Oh, God, no. Gaming grade wireless headset. First of all, that is a fucking terrible thing to say. Gaming grade means 0 to me. Signature HyperX comfort. We're going to get to the pads because these are the stock pads. They're not terrible. But when you change the pads, you change the sound a little bit. So the stock pads, which by the way have a very thick foam here, and I have had a couple instances where sibilants, which is a really high, it's like, will come in and it'll be like, like it's not like, ooh, it's like, So, I mean, that's one of the things they have on there, but swapping to either the 1540 pads, which actually do have a decent amount of foam, or these, which are, oh, I want to point this out. This is cool. I found this. These are Brainwaves gaming. Oh, they say gaming now. That's weird. Anyway, these are the Brainwaves HM5 pads. However, these are specifically for the HyperX Cloud and other gaming headsets. And these are the cooling gel memory foam. So I don't know if they worked in conjunction with Brainwaves for this, but that's a set of the HyperX Cloud 2s sporting these pads. So, I mean, collaboration, coercion, what do you want to call it? All I know is you spend another $40, so we're just going to tax some money onto this. Spend $130 to get a very, very decent DSP-corrected wireless headset, which is fast and it lasts 30 hours, and it's bumfuck simple. It's turn on volume knob, mute button. That's it. You could shut that fucking stupid light off if you want. We got to talk about comfort, because they're not lying. HyperX and the whole Cloud series was because they were comfortable. Still don't think they were as comfortable as the Pro 82s or the MH751s, but once you put these pads on and you get used to this weird folding, I don't know if I like the way things fold when they fold like that. These are probably one of the more comfortable headphones. Like, ever. Like, really. Like, the clamp is just, they fit. Just, I would expect almost nothing more from a gaming headset. Now, I'm going to prefix this set here, the Audio-Technicas, where those are probably the most comfortable Audio-Technicas Audio-Technica makes. And I don't get it. I'll have a big rant in that video about why the fuck are companies who make gaming headsets so concerned with comfort, and yet people who are like me that have to listen to music all day, why do we get like overshadowed where comfort is like, fucking comfort. No. Build quality, sound quality. Yeah, but you know what? I care about comfort a little bit. Like I wanna comfort too. So I have like a little rage. A rage I'll say for that one. This one is like a good praising video. I really fucking respect the way these are tuned for fun. Like, I think, could you game FPS? Sure. You can game FPS in anything. Let's face it. I'm not I have a whole theory about, gamers who like FPS don't like low end, but how much are you willing to sacrifice? Because I think there's only like a 1% of truly serious FPS players. There's still the 1% of them who are just like, no, CRTs at 800 by 600. Well, you know what? I got CRTs, but you know why? Because Dreamcast needs no delay. That's why I'm going to point it out every time, because Dreamcast. I'll fight you in Dreamcast. I think you try these on their own without anything. You get them from Amazon. You listen to them for 3 or 4 days. Don't buy the pads yet, because you'll hear how good they are, and you'll get you'll get like an 80% of the comfort. And then if you like it, if you like the way they function, if you like the way they perform, if you like how easy it is, then after 3 or 4 days, if you're not going to return them, pick up a set of pads. Now you can use the Shure 1540 pads. These are like $40, linked in the description. I highly recommend the apparently fucking HyperX Brainwaves pads, even though it's like, I didn't even, like, I just looked them up for this review. Oh, like, I better show the pads that I'm using. I had these before I even knew they were HyperX pads. I just ordered the cooling gel ones. But they are specifically for HyperX fucking headphones. And they make it super comfortable. How's the mic quality, Zeos? I made like 1 phone call on Discord. I haven't used it in Vent, because Vent on a phone is dumb. Actually, I wonder if I can, hold on. Can I, oh, I can't go to I miss old Windows. Remember when I used to be right click and go to like recording settings? Those were the days. Back in my day, we built this gate with our bare hands. I have nothing bad to say about these. Really, like honestly. These are terrible reviews. Zeos, we like it when you're angry and you have things to complain around. Don't worry, there's other things coming. There's certain things about that I fucking want to punch somebody. But for the price tag on these, and for the pads are just okay. The microphone is detachable. I can't yell, because as soon as you can unplug a mic, which by the way, when you unplug it, it goes beep, because it means the mic's muted. The wire's janky, and maybe they're a little heavy, all right? I'll give them this. They're a little bit weighty. If you're a 12-year-old boy with a weak neck, if you're a 9-year-old boy with a weak neck, these are going to feel like you're wearing D-cell batteries in your head. It's kind of what it feels like. It feels like you got 2 D-cell batteries there. They're thick, they're fat, especially with these pads. But that's welcome to the world of audiophilia. You ever hear of like Audizy? Audizy. Yeah, guess what? Every pair of theirs will break your fucking head off. You just die. So get used to wearing heavy headphones if you want them to sound good. Now, we're going to get to those and how those are fucking light, but sound is spoilers. We'll get to them. We'll get to them. We'll get to them. I did the sound demo already for these with these pads on, because I'm a pretty firm believer. And I don't know. I usually sell things in this channel when you join the Patreon or the Subscribe Star. 1st to the 10th of every month, I sell things. Like, all right, I reviewed that. Okay, but in yard sale, make my 12% of the profits back from it, put it back into the channel, buy the next thing, use it to support more artists who make wallpapers. That's legitimately a write-off, I think, now at this point. But I don't know about these. Like, especially in this current event where I am stuck at home. Like that's what that LSR 305 is doing in the corner. That's my Ventrilo speaker. If Cheese came online, he could just drag me out of the AFK channel, because he's got admin rights, and just start speaking out of there. But with these, I could just throw myself in the channel. I could be watching my own TV, and then anyone could just start talking through it. And I'm like, oh. Anywho, bravo, HyperX. They're the only company that hasn't sent me this. These were sent by Audio-Technica. Those were sent by Cooler Master. I sought these out. And they're going to be the benchmark that I'm going to reference for the next few reviews. Because next up is those Audio-Technicas, and after that, those Cooler Masters. And the Cooler Masters have 3 fucking types. There's the boxes. There's the boxes. I don't even know what the models are. The 670, 680, 690. So I got a wired one, a 7.1 and a USB one. I think one of them is wireless too. So look, lots of comparisons. I'm not turning this into a gaming headphone channel. Don't worry about that. I am going to pad my runtime, so to speak, by doing gaming headsets. I gotta try to grasp the gamers and say, hey, look, you could play games on these, but you know what happens after games? I don't know, every fucking thing else, movies and TV shows and music. You ever hear this thing called music? It's wonderful. You should really try it sometimes. Like Auld Lang Syne by Carrie Noble. That's really not a soundtrack you'd probably hear in a modern Call of Duty or something, but it does sound very good on these. Like very good, like DSP corrected bass response good. And I don't have to tell you how they sound. That's what this sound demos are for. Sound demo in the description, everyone. And it'll be out tomorrow. That'll be the next day's release. And I'm pretty sure I don't think it was the same character, but another cloud, flight, red, black, flying. You'll get it. Wallpapers, by the way, are available in the description of every video. Wallpapers, every description of every video. Also wallpapers for everyone who's a patron or subscribe star, supporter of this channel, which when companies send me things, that's great. But when companies don't, and someone's like, hey, have you seen the new HyperX cloud flights? And I'm like, well, there goes some of the Patreon money. So you guys keep me employed during this event, and I thank you highly. You get to see these reviews early, participate in the yard sales, which I discussed, which, by the way, are free shipping continental United States, half shipping international. You get to ask me any question you like on platform. I currently have 45 questions on there, so it takes me about a week to get through from the oldest to the newest questions. So if you ask me a question on the platform, just be patient. I have not abandoned you. I have not forgotten about you. I'm just slow. If you don't want to be slow, join the $10 tiers, because then you're on my phone in the Telegram private behind-the-scenes chat, where 180 other people can just talk to you about your problems, and you could talk to them about their problems, and then you could at me directly, and I could answer you 17, it's probably 17 times a day, as much as that sounds like 17 times a day. No, it's literally 25, 70, 100 times. I live in there. There's also a public Z Reviews Telegram, but that's like the sketchy part of town. There's also a Z Reviews Discord, sketchy part of town. Hi, everyone on Discord. How you guys doing? I will come and say hello to you. I also, if you people who are actual patrons and supporters already would like any added benefits in Discord, please tell me, because me and Penguin were trying to think of some and we couldn't figure it out. Like, what benefits would there be besides a private chat? Like, I don't know. Because there is a Telegram chat, which is like my chat, but I'm not going to hang out in Discord all day because the app's not as good as Telegram. Anyway, wallpaper, supporting channels, Patreon, subscribe star, sound demo in the description. Check out Hi-Fi Guides and the Hi-Fi Guide forums. I did it backwards again. The Hi-Fi Guides is, well, let me quickly show you. It'll probably take a second to load. Here, currently we don't have anything that's specifically gaming headsets, but I'm probably going to add these because we have headphones, we set a price, so we definitely don't want to spend that much. Do you need an amp? In other words, hard to drive headphones are easy. We're going to skip that question. We want close back, and you could skip the tuning. And currently, there's nothing set for wireless. We will be adding a wireless question mark, and then it'll crop the list. This is the current list of what I've picked, which is still a lot of headphones. So let's make it, we want bright headphones. Boom, only one. There's that, and we're going to add some wireless stuff in there, and that would include Bluetooth and sort of gaming headsets. It's only if they qualify. That list, that whole fucking webpage, everything on this list is things that, how do I skip? Go back. Reload. Everything on this page is stuff that I've personally approved of, or DMS, the other reviewer, has personally approved of. There's nothing on here is bad. I won't sell you bad. I mean, some of the stuff might not even be available anymore, though. Let's see, the Civica 007s. Oh, they are still there, $99. I prefer the 006s, which are the closed-back version. Anyway, so check out Hi-Fi Guides. Check out Hi-Fi Guide forums if you have any more specific questions. I troll there occasionally. And that's it. Right? We good? We got her. We got these. We got this. It's a good day. This is a good day. Enjoy the rest of your quarantines. Like, just focus on stuff. Man, this is good. Anything that frees you from the couch, walk outside with these and stick this son of a bitch out the window. Or just plug it in. Don't plug it in with this wire. This wire is the worst. This is literally Xbox chat, but the wire. And you can plug them in. It won't sound as good as the wireless. But for $130, you cannot go wrong.